let's not talk about Aaron Rodgers. Let's move on and let's focus on. First off, let's get to the super chat. Clifford Brown, thank you, and we thank you for supporting the channel the way that you do, man. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you for doing so.
Mm-hmm.
So Alonzo Dunn says we better do something. We better get something. Everybody in the North got something. Well, except Cleveland. Except Cleveland. I'm not going to say that Cleveland has anybody just yet.
But B, what? Okay, Lamar Jackson's a 2-time MVP, right?
Yeah.
What the hell has he done, dog?
He's won the MVP. I mean,
okay,
and the Ravens are relevant every year.
Okay, have they seen
the division? What are you talking about?
Have they smelled a chip?
Okay, but have the Steelers?
No, hell no.
Okay, then you wouldn't trade places with the Ravens right now?
Today?
Okay, then that's what they've done. That's what we're talking about. We got to be realistic. I mean, we would trade places with them right now. You know, now they've got quarterbacks. We just don't have one. We got to find one. We got to find one. So, but DK Metcalf is not in. He is not in OTAs, and I know a lot of people think, well, it's not that big a deal. It's not mandatory. Well, let me just get this straight. If Mason Rudolph happens to be the quarterback this year, you're telling me you're not going to try to build as much chemistry with that guy as possible? You know? So why wouldn't you be here? So there's two chains of thought here. One, Steelers aren't serious about playing or winning football games because DK's not here. You didn't ask him to be here. He's not showing up, blah, blah, blah. Or maybe he's working out with another quarterback that plans on being with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there as what it could possibly be. But DK not being there, I get it's not mandatory. I still think it's if Cam Hayward can show up, you can show up.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying, man. If Cam can be there, you can be there.
But maybe so B, there's already footage out there where, and like you said, we don't want to talk about dude, but there's already footage out there with him working out with dude. So maybe, you know, they do mystery stuff and there ain't no cameras around, and he might be out there in California doing what he do with dude, trying to get it together. That could be. So maybe that's why they're letting him off the hook. But I'm with you 100%. If you're a veteran and you're going to be a leader of our offensive team, you got to be the OTAs. You got to be the mini camp. There's no excuse, bro. No excuse.
Steelers Nation Australia, thank you for supporting the channel, brother. We love your show, love what you do. He said, Big G, Ravens Jackson has done nothing. He agrees the Ravens suck.
Facts.
I mean, look, I know we don't like the Ravens. I know we don't like Lamar Jackson. If we could trade places and we bring Lamar Jackson and just have him do what he's done for the Steelers, and we have the same record and do the same things that they've done, Pittsburgh fans would be a hell of a lot happier than where we are currently. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm not saying the Ravens have won a Super Bowl. I'm not saying they've even been to a Super Bowl. But we can't even be competitive in a playoff game, people. That's all I'm saying. Is we would trade places with that right now if we could, just to say that we got a guy and that we're going to be in every game. If we could just say that, we can't even say that. That's my only point with it. That's my point with it, Big G.
I'm riding with you, dog. I'm 100%. You made me see the light. Sometimes I'll be lost in, you know, my Steelerdom and my bias, but you made me see the light on that. So you're right, bro. You're right.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that they won nothing because they haven't. But their situation right now is better than our situation. And even though we beat them too, it's not like we don't never beat the Ravens. We beat the Ravens. But I just had a feeling if Lamar Jackson was on the Steelers, the Ravens would never beat us. They would never beat us.
Bro, but Lamar Jackson with us is a chip. Lamar Jackson with us is a chip.
Yeah.
I mean, it's for real, for real. He's with us is a chip.
It is what it is. Alonzo Dunn says, if Lamar Jackson and Joe Burrow don't worry you, give me a shot of that. Yeah, they got to worry you. They got to worry you, man. So
Lamar don't. Lamar don't. Joe Burrow do, but Joe Burrow ain't got no offensive line. So we can beat him. He's beatable. But it seemed like the last few years they done figured out because they got hella weapons on the outside. They got hella weapons. They got, man, they killing them. You know, on the outside, man. It's ugly.
Yeah, they do. So CID is on Thunderbird because he said the Ravens sucks. I wouldn't trade places with the Redbirds. Hell no. Yeah, you would. Stop
Damn,
that. Stop
damn.
that. Stay off the Thunderbird, brother.
He said, "Hell
I,
no."
yeah, yeah. I get it.
Mhm,
I get it. I
mhm.
get it. So I get it. And Clifford Brown, you got to stop bringing up stuff that's going to make us depressed about how the Steelers should have drafted Lamar Jackson instead of Terrell Edmond. You got to stop bringing stuff like that
But
up, man. You're going to make us all depressed in here. Stop it.
but that's facts though.
No,
That's
he's a
facts.
million% right. A
Yeah,
million% right.
yeah.
Don't get me started. He's a million% right. So
Could have drafted Jalen Hurts and drafted damn Chase Claypool. What man? Don't get me. Come on, man. I can't go there tonight,
yeah,
dog.
we're not doing that. We're not
My
doing. Let's
blood
get
pressure
back to
already gonna
DK
go up here.
Metcalf, man. Yeah, you're right. I don't need my blood pressure going up any higher. So,
Mm-mm.
by the way, that like I said, DK was at a lot of the stuff before OTAs. He
Mhm.
showed up there, but he's not at OTAs. I mean, he's going to be at mandatory minicamp. Nobody's going to give up that kind of money just not to show up.
Facts.
Um, I don't know. Like I said, he's he needs a QB connection. If Mason Rudolph's going to be the quarterback, why aren't you working out with him, trying to get as comfortable and familiar with him as,
Yeah.
as you possibly can, Big G? I just don't
Yeah.
like it. I don't like
Yeah.
the look, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Well, but like I said, listen, the thing about us, man, we're panicking because we don't know all the variables, right? And as much as we don't want to talk about that dude, he's probably is working out with that dude, bro. He probably is, man. And then we're gonna be okay with it once the season starts. I personally am done with the dude, but if he's working out with him right now because there's already tape out there and showing it, then I'm okay with that too. If we know for sure that dude is gonna play for us, the unnamed quarterback. Let's just call him
Correct.
that, the unnamed quarterback. If we know for sure that the unnamed quarterback is going to play for us, and DK's out there in California with the unnamed quarterback, I'm all right with it. I'm all right with it.
Gotcha.
Mm.
Alonzo Dunn says Steelers need to hire Lou, the DC from Cincy.
Hell no.
Yeah, no.
Hell no. He's trash.
Yeah, we don't need any defensive coordinators from Cincy. We don't
Hell no.
thing that Cincinnati has, man. We don't. We will
Mm-mm.
take their offense, but we don't need anybody from their team on defense. We don't need any of those guys, and that includes Trey Hendrickson for me.
Yeah,
You know,
get him
I
out of
like
here.
Hendrickson. I think he's great, but I'll keep my guys. I'll keep
Mm-hmm.
my guys, man. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so, but either way, that's where I feel like it. I think DK. Um, I don't know. Is it a wasted season? If we don't get a good quarterback for DK Metcalf, could we consider this a wasted season if it's Mason Rudolph? I personally don't believe that. I know
Mm-hmm.
there's people out there that say we got a wasted season with DK. I don't think that's the case if it's Mason Rudolph. I don't think so, BG.
He's going for a stack, B. I mean, regardless of whatever, if it's Mason Rudolph out there, hell, if it's Will Howard out there, he's going for a stack. He gonna get 1,000 yards. He's gonna get 8+ touchdowns. And really, we replaced him and got a legitimate number one receiver, which what we need in Pittsburgh. Because really, instead of people looking at the way of GP paired up with DK, look at the fact that DK replaced GP and he's under contract for the next 5 years. That's not a wasted season because he's gonna get a stack and he's gonna hit for 8+ touchdowns. So you got the wide receiver one to go along with whenever you identify the quarterback. So that's not a waste. We had to get, because guess what we didn't want to do? Go into next year and GP cut up and then he walks and then we ain't got nobody.
Right?
So yeah, no, it's not a waste. Not at all, bro. Not at all.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I don't think
Mm-hmm.
so either. But time's a ticking. Time's a
Mm-hmm.
ticking, and minicamp is literally next week. It's
Facts.
next week, so we'll
Mm-hmm.
find out what we need to find out. Because at that time, I would be willing to say the Steelers probably should know who their quarterback is at least by minicamp, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Oh God, it's killing
Mm-hmm.
me, Big G. I'm not crashing out though. I'm
Not
not
yet.
crashing out. So
Not yet. Not yet.